Hey guys, welcome to your Gemini love reading with the person on your mind or the person that you're dealing with for January 2021. Weird saying that. So the videos are a little late, guys, because literally starting like the first day of the new year, I ended up, a lot of you guys know who have been with me, I've been dealing with health issues and cancer that I got diagnosed with in 2020. I literally, as the new year kicked off, I ended up in the hospital for a couple days. So the videos are late. So I'm sorry about that, but I am working on getting them out. I did post like the first two earth signs that I had recorded like the day before I ended up in the hospital. So those are out. So I just need to catch up on the rest of the sign. For those of you guys who are new, I am a full-time tarot reader in my professional life. I've been doing tarot for 16 years now. I used to be on YouTube. I had a lot of tower moments. I got off. And now I'm back. So if you want to help support this channel, give it a like and a subscribe. If not, thanks for stopping by anyway. Keep in mind, guys, that this energy can always be vice versa. Don't get hooked up on the gender of the cards, and it's not going to resonate with everyone every single time. We're going to take a look at what's going on with your love life with the person on your mind, their energy, your energy, the current situation that is unfolding between you guys, how they feel about you, how they think about you, the outcome for right now between you two, some advice. Then we're going to take a look at what you need to know or what's coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months. Could be a warning, a blessing, a message of any kind. And then we're going to pull some cards from the Twin Flame deck. If you guys don't know what this is, it's basically like if your person could say anything to you, what would they say? I already shuffle and premeditate on the cards ahead of time to save you guys all that juju jazz. So we are going to just jump right into it. Also, guys, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for a donation link. A lot of you guys have reached out to me, all that. I had my donation link down for a while, but because so many of you guys have requested about it and want to help me out, I think that's awesome. It's greatly appreciated. So I will put that down below for those of you guys who would like to do that. It's not expected. I'm not asking. I even took it down for a long time. But, you know, a lot of you have been reaching out to me, actually, like, searching for it. So I will install that again and put that in the link below in the description. Okay, so Gemini. So your person got the Three of Pentacles in reverse for the energy for January 2021. So we're going to clarify this. I always like to clarify before we get into it, as many of you know. Also, guys, I started doing those quick check-ins. I am going to be continuing to do the check-ins. I'm going to add those to the channel. I'm not getting rid of these long monthlies, though, but I am going to add the check-ins. Just so you know, I decided I'm going to keep those. I got a lot of feedback. A lot of people liked them. A lot of people liked them, but were worried I was going to get rid of these if I did those. So I'm just going to do both. Last shuffle, please. Tell me more about this Three of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Wands upright with the Page of Wands in reverse. So we have fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Gemini, right now, I think your person is not on your team right now. I don't think that they're trying to be on your team. It looks like I don't think that they're trying to work with you. I don't think that they are trying to essentially deal with you. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm saying that in like this person is they could have heard something about you. Maybe they heard something that you said about them. It could be either or. Doesn't have to be either one. With this Page of Wands in reverse here, just for an idea, It could be like, to them, it was the last straw. I'm getting something here. I'm getting some kind of vibe where something occurred between you two where it was like the final last straw for them. Whether you guys have been going through problems for a while, whether you guys have been separated for a while, whether you guys did an in and on and off thing, no matter what your situation is, something here, there was like some kind of build up, there were some kind of issues, and then something was like the break on the camel's back. I don't even know if I said that right. But it looks like your person is not trying to deal with you right now. It looks like they're not trying to be on your team. They're not trying to work with you. They're not trying to hear what you have to say. I don't even think that they care what you have to say. I think that they kind of want to do a full-on block. With this Page of Wands in reverse, too, it tells me, like, they don't even want to hear from you right now. I don't think that this person, they might want to hear from you. I'm not going to say that they completely don't want to hear from you. I'm just saying, like, even if they did hear from you, it's like this energy of they don't even know. Like, they feel like a part of them wants to hear from you just because you guys had a connection, because the attachment, because of the history. But they don't want to hear from you. It's like, if they want to hear from you, they want to hear from you, the you that they thought they had, the you that they thought they knew, that the you that they know doesn't exist anymore. The you meaning you and them together. They know where you guys stand as of right now. Nothing good is going to come from hearing about you. It's just going to make them feel certain things that they don't want to feel. It's going to make them think about things that they don't want to think about. It's almost going to like remind them of you. And I think that this person wants to be done. This person does not... I feel like that this person feels like that they were in a cycle with you, where they were repeating patterns with you, behavioral things were not changing. Maybe they had expectations of you that you didn't follow through with, or anything like that. And this person feels like to deal with you again would be repeating a lesson that they learned already. And it's a lesson that they don't want to keep repeating. As of right now, and this could change, but this is where your person's at right now as far as January 2021. You, on the other hand, your energy is the Four of Swords. So we're going to clarify that. Two more shuffles. The Star with Aquarius energy and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, I feel like here with the Four of Swords, I feel like you are kind of going off the grid right now. You're kind of retreating. You're kind of isolating yourself. Maybe not completely, but definitely a good amount compared to who you were even a month ago. I think right now that you are dealing with some kind of new conflict or new information could have came to light where it kind of threw you off balance. You could just be dealing with just too much chaos right now, too much emotional chaos, too much of anxiety, too much being overwhelmed. And you're kind of like your body at this point is kind of going into flight or flight response, where it's going into a defense mechanism mode, where you're kind of shutting off, rebooting, I'd say, like a computer, right? Like when it glitches too much, or it's running too slow, or there's too many viruses, or it's just going haywire. Sometimes you just need a reboot. I'd say you're like rebooting like a computer right now. I feel like you're trying to go in, this is also... If you have been dealing with this person and things going back and forth and all this and that, you might have only been seeing it from your side, and not really taking into account your own behaviors or your own things you could have done differently. There's that saying too, that even if you can't control someone else, you can control how you react to a situation. And I think at this point you could be going in and really evaluating everything, evaluating your own behaviors, evaluating yourself, evaluating your thought patterns, why you've done the things you've done, why you've felt the way you felt, why you've acted the way you've acted. Why haven't you let this person go? Were they actually really amazing to you and you took them for granted, or were they really horrible to you and then now why aren't you letting them go? Did they do you wrong in certain ways, or did you do them wrong and you really weren't trying to accept that kind of responsibility? And you're just going in. You're going in, and I feel like you are being hopeful, I think, by this reboot. It seems like you're doing this because it's almost like just like how they were at their last straw. I feel like you're at your last straw too. You're at your last straw of giving into the situation of feeling this way. You don't want to feel this way anymore because it's become too much. It's become overwhelming. So essentially, you're rebooting. You're going in and you're doing this because you're still hopeful, because you're hopeful. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're hopeful about options, about your future. You're being optimistic, okay? You don't have to settle for the way your life is. You could have been trying to tweak little things in the last couple weeks, months, years to alter your life, to make it better. And you might have seen some improvements, but nothing that really hit home to where you felt, yes, I'm happy. And, maybe you're going in and realizing now that maybe you need to take bigger gaps, bigger changes. Like maybe you're going to do something crazy, like change your career, go back to school, change your major, move, completely switch up your friends group, backpack, something, anything. Pick up a hobby that could change your life and make you meet new people. Or just how you are towards love. What kind of partners are you picking? Are you jumping into relationships too fast? Geminis tend to jump in with both feet really quickly into relationships, but they also tend to get bored just as quickly. If a Gemini jumps in too quick, it's a very good possibility, unless they have a partner that can keep up with them, that the Gemini is also going to get bored too quick. And when that happens, they're right back to feeling like, hold on. Sorry, guys. I thought I turned that off. I had an alarm going off. Okay. Okay, moving on, because we're spending too much time on that. You guys get the gist, right? So the situation between you guys that is occurring for the month of January. Now, this is energy that you guys could have even started going in towards the end of December, but it basically, if you haven't started, this could have, the way I read is this is the energy that you either just started coming into or that you're going to be going into. But we have the sun here. Leo energy. So generally, this is mutual. So it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you. It is mutual. Generally, though, the sun is very positive because even if it's bad, it's good. So tell me more about the sun. Two more shuffles, please. The Temperance in reverse. Ooh, with the Eight of Cups upright. Okay. So, I feel like the sun here is an illumination. Okay? I feel like it's illuminating. It's, finally, if one of you haven't seen it, now you're both seeing it. If one of you've seen it before and the other one didn't, like if one of you were seeing the problems in the relationship and the other one wasn't seeing it, whether that's you or them, it's now being illuminated. And I feel like it could be more like you who's finally going to start viewing things a little differently, only for the simple fact that you're in retreat mode for the month of January 2021. And the more you retreat, the more you're going to find peace. But you're also going to see things in a way that you haven't seen them before because you're taking a step back. And the best way to heal is when we acknowledge things face on. And that includes our own behavior, because that can help us sort out why things happen the way that they did happen, right? Because if we don't ever address our own issues or our own behaviorals or our own things that we did wrong, then we're always left trying to figure out what really happened or what went wrong or why someone went cold on us. And that curiosity can make our brain go crazy. It makes us feel like, well, why wasn't I good enough? Why wasn't I this? Why wasn't I that? And a lot of times healing helps when you can honestly address the situation for what it really is. Okay, well, maybe I guess I did call them names more than I should have, or I was a little sneaky behind their back, or I did try to invoke jealousy into them when I wanted them back, or I did do this, or I did do that. So even though I don't feel good about my own behaviors, at least now I can see that it's not that they don't want me because I'm not wantable. It's just that I essentially caused problems in the relationship, so I can understand now why they don't see me as desirable. It's not me, it's what I did. And essentially that can help people not only heal, but that can help people honestly change for the better. And if they wanted to get their ex back, they made the improvements to do that. Or if they wanted to move on, they are now in a better state to do that. So I do feel like this could more be you. The Eight of Cups here, it is illuminating the situation, that the relationship was becoming off balanced. If someone was in denial about this relationship being over, I think that they're really starting to accept it. If you and your past person have been, maybe you thought that they were in it more than they are. Maybe you thought that they would never really move on. Maybe you thought that they were never going to really be done with you. Because they do have this energy where it was the last straw for them. So maybe this is someone who kept entertaining the relationship, or toxic behaviors, or someone who was in and out with you, or maybe this is just someone who didn't want to let you go for the longest time, but you guys couldn't make it work. And maybe you just really never thought, it could be them too, it's mutual. But somebody here maybe really never thought that somebody would actually just like pull the plug for good and move on. And there is this illumination of, because the plug is actually being pulled, it's actually seeing it for what it really is now. It could be a little too late at this point to be able to fix this situation. But there are issues that are being illuminated here. If this is a current person that you're dealing with, then you're going to start seeing cracks in the relationship that you haven't seen before. So if you're wondering why, if you've been having this off feeling of this intuition, or you notice things are going downhill, things like that, these things are going to start being illuminated, and one of you is essentially going to walk or leave the relationship. Now, how they feel about you is the King of Wands. So we have more fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there is a passion between you two, for sure. Maybe that's, what kept them drawn to you so long. That there is this passionate connection between you two, this fiery, intense, addictive energy. Let's see. I'm also getting a weird feeling here about, hold on. 10 of Cups in reverse with the 4 of Wands upright. Yeah, I have this weird feeling here that, they also, how they feel about you is that they could never keep you. I'm getting some kind of message that not to say that this is how you are, but this is how they feel about you. They feel like you kind of belong to everybody. You're going to know what that means and how that resonates with you in your life. But I have a feeling that this person feels like that if they were to love you, they would never be able to, they would have to share you with too many people. Not to say that you're out there sleeping around or anything like that. Maybe you just get a lot of attention from people. Maybe you have a lot of friends groups. Maybe there's just too much conflict. Maybe you have too many past partners that cause conflict in your daily life. Who knows? You're going to know. Geminis do tend to be social butterflies. So keep that in mind. But I feel like that this person feels like you are unattainable to have in a loyal, committed, solid, one-on-one relationship where you have my back, I have yours. It's almost like they feel like they would have your back, but you would have everyone else's back. And spreading that attention so much, you spread it thin across where they wouldn't get enough of you to satisfy them. It's like they would feel like they would have to share too much of you to where you would never be actually theirs. And I'm not talking in a possessive way. I'm just talking in like a very solid, committed relationship way, where this person might be more monogamous or more grounded or have more traditional views on how a relationship should be. You could be more carefree and open, and I feel like that this person feels like you just belong to everybody, where they feel like if they were to have an intimate conversation with you, where they feel like you're their person. Those are the conversations they would only have with you. They feel like you would be open to having your intimate conversations with multiple people. They don't really feel like they would ever be special to you. Even if you claimed that they are special, I don't think that they'd believe you, because maybe they don't trust you. Maybe there's something about your energy that kind of throws them off. You know, maybe this is the reason why it's the last straw for them, because they know at the end of the day you can't really be kept. Geminis can't be kept. Geminis are flighty. Yes, when they love intensely, but Geminis can always switch at the drop of a dime, and you guys know that. You guys know that. If you get a weird vibe, if you get a real feeling, if your partner's having a bad day and you're taking it like, oh, they don't want you anymore, and you start to feel like you're not appreciated, who knows what a Gemini will do? They'll fly off the handle. Every zodiac has their flaws, and Gemini, and with this 10 of Cups in reverse and this 4 of Wands, as I was shuffling, this is exactly, what I just said, this is exactly what I was kind of feeling. Like, they wouldn't really ever have, like, the happy foundation, the happy a home with you. I feel like, because they feel like I also feel like, too, that they feel like that their foundation is ruined with you, possibly because they believe that you're also in another committed relationship elsewhere. Whether you are or not, they either think you are or they know you are. So you're going to know if you're, but if you are not in another relationship, they definitely suspect that you are. Now, how they think about you in the situation is the 9 of Cups in reverse, okay? So the connection between you guys is not fulfilling them at this point in time. They are not happy with you, Gemini. They are not happy with you. With how, things are going, with how things have planned out, Tell me more about this 9 of Cups in reverse. Three more shuffles. Strength card, Leo energy, and 3 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, so I feel like that they really had a lot of hope that you guys could go the distance, that you guys were great partners together, that you guys would work well together, that you guys could build together. But then, when all is said and done, it's like a part of them still wants that with you. deep down, it's like on the outside they're done, right? They're done. They hit the last straw, and I generally believe that this person is really done. Like, they're gonna force themselves to be done, even if they're not done. Like, something broke their back. Like, something was the last straw for them. They have no faith in the ability for you to change or for this situation to change at this point. And that this person man, it's like it's I keep hearing, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for. I really think that this person, at least in their mind, maybe not in your point of view, but in their point of view, they really tried to have the courage and the strength to deal with your relationship, your connection, to deal with all the problems that came your way, to continue to work on this with you. Maybe they did for a while try to work things out with you, or maybe in their mind they just try to get themselves to want to work on things with you. But essentially it wasn't making them happy anymore. The work it was taking to make this work, or like I said, even if they weren't putting the work in, the idea of what else they would have to endure, the strength that they would need, was too much. Basically, like, this person no longer had the strength to continue on with this relationship. Something was breaking them down to a point where it's kind of like if you're on the battlefield and you get stabbed and you can get up and keep fighting until the end of battle and then the wound takes you out. It's kind of like that this person just got stabbed too many times on the battlefield, and it's like they tried to get up and they couldn't, and maybe they still can, but they're not even going to try because it's too much effort at this point. Like, they're, and like I said, Gemini, this can change. You're going to know if it resonates. I mean, let me know down below in the comments, curious to see, especially if this is a cross-watcher read. The mutual outcome between you guys right now for the current situation of what's transpiring between you guys is the 9 of Swords. I don't like this either. Tell me more about this 9 of Swords. Three of Cups in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, I didn't like this. Somebody here is going to get ghosted. Maybe you are already ghosted. You're going to continue to stay ghosted. It could be mutual. Maybe you're the one ghosting them. I don't know. You are retreating right now. But somebody here is either just got ghosted or is getting ghosted for right now, at least. And someone's going to be stuck wondering why. Someone's really not... that's why maybe you are the one that got ghosted. Maybe that's why you're going off the grid. Maybe someone cut you off and you're trying to figure it out. 3 of Cups in reverse, Hangman. Somebody is making an action to purposely not reconcile with you. Maybe it's you. Maybe you are making conscious action. Instead of not doing something, you are actually taking action to do something, and what you are doing is making sure a reconciliation does not happen. Meaning not giving someone the time of day, making sure you do not contact them, making sure you do not talk to them, making sure you block them on everything. Like I said, I don't know if this is you or if this is them. You're going to know what more side of the fence you're on. You're going to know if you've been ghosted. You're going to know if you plan on ghosting this person. And if it's not you, it's them. You know, somebody here is going to be left, you know, wondering why. There is also, at the same token, Gemini, you could also be self-sabotaging this connection and this relationship because of your own anxieties and your own fears and your own insecurities actually cause this relationship to demise. If this is a person you've been dealing with, your insecurities and your feelings of jealousy or this or that has caused you maybe to act in a certain way or to do certain things that have caused this person to say, that's it, this is the last straw. You know, if this is a person, you know, you're currently dealing with, I'd say the same thing. I'd say that if this is a newer person, I feel like you are too stuck in, I feel like you are not healed from your past yet to be evolved into another relationship, and your mind is not right where it needs to be to make a healthy connection. That's if you're dealing with a very new person, but for the most part, I don't get that energy here. But I do feel like somebody here, whether you or them, is making a conscious effort to not reconcile at this point in time. Like I said, outcomes can always change. They do change. Feelings change. Outcomes change. Free will changes. Somebody here is sacrificing something for something else. It could be peace of mind. That's what I'm getting here. So let's recap. Your person, and then we're going to pull some advice and see what's coming towards you, and then the twin flame decks. Your person, okay, something here is being illuminated between you guys. Either it started to or it is. And this person said, you know what, all right, I'm done. All right, this is the last straw. I'm giving up. I can't do this anymore. All right. You are starting to shut down because of that. You're starting to feel overwhelmed. It's chaos. It has built up to a breaking point with this person. Whether that is because you're wondering what happened or what's left or what if. So you're shutting down. You're rebooting. Okay, you're going to be doing that. You're really going to start figuring things out. What do you need? What you don't need? What's serving you? What's not serving you? What have you done? What can you change? What can't you change? How can you grow? How can you learn? Whatever you got to do to get out of this energy, right? And that is going to make you hopeful because you know now at least you're going to make the change within yourself to have options, to have optimism. This person still feels for you. They still have this intensity connection with you. Don't assume that walking away has been easy for them. There is this intensity. But I feel like that they feel like they can never really truly have just you. You're unkeepable. They think even if they get you, you're going to get out of their grasp. Even if you come back. Even if you're someone who leaves and comes back and leaves and come back. And you're like, well, I always come back. They don't, you know, whatever kind of Gemini you are. Because there's a variety of them. This person feels like, in general, you are unattainable for the long run. That you might always be a part of everyone else. The situation has really got them down in the dumps because, you know, they did want you. They were wishing for that. They were hoping that this would work. They had a lot of faith in the situation. And the longer they held on for that, it kind of blew up in their face because whether they acted on it or not, inside, they were dealing with these emotions and whatever happened externally. I just feel like they, I said it, I can't get into it again because I'll waste too much time, but you guys know I just went over it. So, and then the outcome, somebody here could be getting ghosted or is going to ghost. And someone's going to be left wondering why. Somebody here is going out of their way not to reconcile at this current time. Okay. There could be paranoia here, a lot of paranoia, a lot of insecurities of what your other person's doing, this, that, and the third. It's causing one of you guys to act out of character or to do things you wouldn't do. or that is essentially what you have done that has caused this situation to be what it is at this point in time. Now, a little before we run out of time, we're going to pull some advice, and we're going to look what's coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months. Could be with this person, could be a new person, could be a warning, a blessing, something you just need to know. Okay. Okay, your advice is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so clarified by the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups upright. All right, Taurus energy here. So what I'm getting is that I do think at this point, Gemini, that it is time for you to let go of certain beliefs or hopes that you had, certain expectations. I believe it's time for you to let go of... I'm not saying you have to let go of this person per se, okay? You could having to let go of a behavioral pattern. Say your insecurities and your paranoia are the reason why it's not working out with this person. Say you guys had a fight and then you made it so much worse because you thought you guys could never recover, and the fear of you guys never being happy again, or the fear of them sleeping around, or the fear of it moving on. I'm just using an example. I'm not saying this is your story, though it could be. Has caused so many other situations that have spiraled out of control like a domino effect, okay? And it all started with one issue at one point in time. Maybe that's what you need to let go of. Maybe you do things that aren't what you would consider morally correct. Maybe you act more for yourself than for your partner. And when your partner or the people you deal with start getting a weird vibe off of that, then they kind of pull away, and it makes you feel some type of way. So really, by putting yourself so much first, by putting yourself so above others all the time, it's not really serving you, because these other people are starting to feel some type of way about it. Again, just using examples, because I can only tell you the energy. I don't know you personally. So I can't tell you exactly. If I knew you personally, I could be like, well, this is a situation that's causing this. But I can't tell you that, because I can only go off the energy, right? So if the advice here, if you want to morally get right again, if you want to feel more enlightened, if you want to feel like you're being guided towards the right path and you're on the right path, if you want to see a sign of enlightenment that you're on the right path to happiness, you have to really take a step and let go of things, whether that's control issues or behavioral patterns or ways of thinking, or if it's this person. Or if you date around, maybe it's a new person that you're dealing with. Maybe you know this new person isn't the one for you, but yet you're still, don't get yourself stuck in a relationship that you know is only going to temporarily benefit you, because that could cause actually a lot of long-term damage, okay? That could waste more of your time. That could cause failures in other connections that you wanted to work out. Things like that, okay? But what's coming towards you is Knight of Cups. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. This could be new love. Could be the return of an ex. Could be you going back to an ex. But let's see here. Three shuffles. King of Pentacles in reverse with the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so We have also Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here. All right. So I do feel like you could be careful if you start dating around. Because I feel like you could be trying to be in this knight in shining armor mentality or fairy tale where you're either the one who's chasing after people or people are chasing after you or you're dating around. Because there's a tendency here to get caught up into a fantasy that something is better than what it is. And it's going to lead to heartbreak. So be careful about that. That's a message for some of you. Another part here is I do see if you're completely not involved with anybody, if you've been single for quite some time, I'm not talking like you broke up with someone a week ago, but if you're for those who are completely single, I feel like this is a new love coming into your life. And I feel like it is actually going to help you heal over a long lost connection that you did have. Something that you thought was going to be long term, but wasn't. It's very possible that this partner was very greedy, was very controlling, possibly very unfaithful and unloyal. If that was someone you were in a relationship for quite some time and you were single for quite some time since then, I can see new love coming into your life. You're going to know if that one resonates with you or not. If that's not your story, don't apply it. Then apply the first story that I told you guys, okay? That be careful about being too caught up in fantasies. If something's too good to be true, most likely is. Keep that in mind, guys. Let's pull some cards from the Twin Flame deck. Don't let someone come in and think that they're a knight in shining armor, okay? It's a form of manipulation and gaslighting. You don't want things to be too good to be true. It's rarely ever is. Okay. So your cards are, I never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So this person has not forgotten you, Gemini. Of course they can't forget you, okay? Because people are not easily forgettable and they're not replaceable. I mean, I still remember someone that stole my crayon in the first grade, okay? Or kindergarten or whatever it was, you know? It's not easy to forget someone. And I'm sure you were a massive part of their life and their story. They have not forgotten you. This person is just done right now. Okay? That doesn't mean that they always will be. Maybe if you changed or you showed you were a better person or you were sincere. I don't know if you screwed them over, if they screwed you over. Something happened though where they were just, that was the last straw. Okay? So whatever was their last straw, whatever, you know. And then the second card is, I feel safer in the silence. So this person could be ghosting you right now. And I think it's just because, like I said, I feel like that if they deal with you, it's just going to make them think of things they don't want to think of. It's going to make them feel things that they don't want to feel. And right now I feel like that this person also, ironically, you have the retreat card, you have the Four Swords. I honestly think, though, that in the same sense that they are also doing that. Where I feel like you're more isolating yourself from the world. You're kind of like closing in right now to really, you know, keep to yourself. Maybe contemplate some things, not be as social as you normally are. Maybe you're trying to figure out who the real people are in your life, who aren't. I feel like that this person's more like just kind of isolating from you at this moment. Don't take it personally because it happens to a lot of people all the time. Humans are fascinating creatures in how we deal with pain and conflict. Until next time, stay in tune for the check-in, guys. Give this video a like, comment down below, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.